Jeffrey Epstein, that a lot of people know what Diddy was about, and they were about the same thing, and that's why they're quiet. That's why J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
J-Lo testified at the grand jury, as did many other people. It needs to be reopened, because if that is in fact the case, she carried the gun in and she lied to the grand jury.
She was crying a lot. She was a mess. Probably what was going through her mind is her career flashing before her eyes.
T is in full panic mode after discovering that the FBI allegedly has incriminating videos of her, obtained during a raid on Diddy's house. On top of that, it looks like GLO might face legal trouble for lying back in 1999 to help Diddy avoid jail time. This whole saga is wild, and it's clear GLO is regretting her ties to Diddy. We all remember the whirlwind romance between GLO and Diddy. Back in the day, Diddy was at the peak of his fame, and GLO was the hottest rising star in Hollywood. She was dominating both TV and music, so it made sense that they came together while working on her album, On the Six. At that time, GLO had just ended her first marriage, and Diddy saw an opportunity. He claimed it was love at first sight, but GLO was a little hesitant. Initially, she wasn't impressed by Diddy's bad boy persona. However, as they spent more time together, she started to warm up to him. When awards season rolled around, they made their relationship public, and the world was buzzing. Diddy, the notorious rapper, and Jenny from the Block seemed like an odd but perfect match. But their romance quickly turned sour, leading to a lot of drama. After their breakup, GLO opened up in a 2003 Vibe magazine interview, revealing the emotional toll dating Diddy had on her. Although she never caught him cheating, she was convinced he was a serial cheater. The relationship became so toxic that she sometimes found herself tracking Diddy down. In her interview, she admitted, "I was in this relationship with Puff, where I was totally crying crazy and going nuts. It really took my whole life on a tailspin." When asked about chasing him down in hotel rooms, she remarked, "I can't remember right now, but I won't say it didn't happen. I never caught him, but I just knew he'd say he was going to a club for a couple of hours and then never come back that night." One of the most heartbreaking stories involved a party GLO threw for Diddy. While she was upstairs, he allegedly cheated on her, despite her having gone all out to celebrate him that day. It's a chaotic story that illustrates just how turbulent their relationship was and why GLO might be wishing she never got involved with Diddy in the first place. As this latest drama unfolds, it's hard not to feel for her, caught in a mess that seems to just keep getting deeper.
It just came from, Jennifer had just gave him this hell of a day. I mean, like, we went to the Miami Hurricanes game. We went to Miami State Hurricane. We was on the field while they were playing and stuff. And he gave him a party at 321 in Miami. She rented a club, gave him a party, gave him this big backyard party, dinner and everything like that. They gave him a party at the club.
Even though their relationship ended over 20 years ago, the events surrounding Diddy and GLO's arrest in 1999 might be resurfacing to haunt her now. For those who don't recall, in December 1999, they were involved in a dramatic police chase that led to their arrest. Just moments before, Diddy had allegedly gotten into an altercation at a club, during which he used a weapon that GLO had supposedly been asked to secure for him. The incident resulted in 3 people being seriously injured. GLO was quickly released from jail following the chaos, but the repercussions of that night are still echoing today.
Puffy and Shine allegedly got into an argument with another partier shortly before 3 a.m. Someone tossed a wad of cash at Combs as a sign of disrespect. Suddenly, all hell broke loose.
And at some point, one of those people in that group fired off guns and other gunfire was had.
Diddy faced multiple charges from that night and allegedly tried to bribe his driver with $50,000 to take the fall for everything. When the case went to court, he was acquitted of all charges, but Moses Shine, one of the men with Diddy, ended up taking the blame and was sent to prison. For years, Natana, one of the individuals injured in the nightclub altercation, has claimed she saw Diddy pull out a weapon that night and that he used it against her. Her allegations add another layer to the already complicated saga surrounding Diddy and GLO's tumultuous history.
I mean, I think you even said it to the doctor that night, right?
I said it immediately. I literally watched them pull out the guns. I've had a clear point of view. I mean, for God's sake, I got shot in my nose. I was facing them directly. I watched everything occur and have described it, vehemently to all parties involved.
According to Natana, when GLO took the stand in court, she lied about the events of that night. Nat claims GLO omitted crucial details, including that Diddy allegedly forced her to carry the weapon into the club. In a recent interview, Suge Knight echoed these sentiments, asserting that he knows GLO lied to protect Diddy from prison. Things get even trickier for J-Lo, as Suge suggested that the police found some compromising videos of her during the raid on Diddy's house. While he didn't provide specifics, he hinted that the content could seriously worry J-Lo. Adding fuel to the fire, Suge claimed that J-Lo's marriage to Ben Affleck reached an irreconcilable point because Ben somehow learned about her past with Diddy and how their lies resulted in Shyne becoming the scapegoat for the nightclub incident. As Suge's interview went viral, public reactions began to pour in, with many speculating that J-Lo's world is about to be turned upside down. Comments like "I think she knows everything that went on, no questions asked" reflect the growing concern and scrutiny surrounding her. It's a developing situation that could have major implications for J-Lo's reputation and relationships. Americans are smart enough to see the writing on the wall. Ben Affleck and J-Lo's divorce in 2024 was a major fallout, especially after her tour got canceled and her documentary revealed her arrogance. As for Diddy, where do I even start? His erratic behavior and past relationships, like with Cassie, show how tangled his life is. J-Lo's rise came at a significant cost, and now she might have to answer for the woman who was shot and the man who was imprisoned. From day one, J-Lo's arrogance has been apparent. Just look at what happened with Chris Judd. It seems Ben Affleck was smart to exit his marriage to J-Lo when he did. Many believe he genuinely loved her, but the negative publicity surrounding her past, especially her connection to Diddy, became too much. J-Lo has come so far, but now that her past is resurfacing, there's concern about whether she might have played a role in a man spending a decade in prison. Since Diddy's recent troubles, old photos of him and J-Lo in bed have resurfaced, sparking questions about their relationship. Natalia, one of the people injured during the nightclub incident, feels a mix of sympathy and justice. She believes J-Lo had to protect herself from Diddy's wrath back then. The lingering effects of J-Lo's past are reportedly impacting her current marriage to Ben. In a candid conversation with Nikki Glaser, she opened up about feeling lonely and scared post-divorce, but emphasized her ability to find happiness within herself. She recognized that her sense of self-worth shouldn't depend on her relationships. According to a source for People magazine, J-Lo felt she had to take action because she didn't believe Ben would change. Their issues reportedly intensified when she ramped up her work commitments for her upcoming tour. Ben has been unhappy with the public scrutiny surrounding their relationship, especially since J-Lo's new album focuses heavily on their romance. In her documentary, This Is Me Now, a love story, J-Lo admitted that while Ben supports her artistry, he's not entirely comfortable being her muse. There are also rumors that J-Lo has been pushing Ben to alter his appearance to fit a certain image, allegedly encouraging him to get fillers to look younger. She justified this by mentioning that many of his friends do the same. However, this push for a particular image has reportedly frustrated Ben, contributing to the rift in their marriage. What do you all think about this drama? Is J-Lo at risk of being implicated in Diddy's mess? Stick around because the J-Lo and Diddy saga is bound to get even juicier. Let me know your thoughts in the comment.